So we are going to officially start now. And so I named my business presentation, Brand Your Business Like a Pro and Grow. And I want to share with you the insights, the branding insights and marketing knowledge I've gained over the years in a very compact form, so you could apply it to your business. Now, I'm going to take you behind the scenes so you'll learn how ad agencies develop effective messaging for the most profitable companies in the world. Since these companies spend millions of dollars based upon what I'm going to reveal, now I'm going to show you something. They really will be very beneficial to you. But first, I want to make sure that you're assured that you're in the right place and this will be valuable to you. So I'm just going to tell you if it will be valuable to you. If you want to stop wasting time, effort on money, on marketing and sales efforts that don't work. If you want to eliminate the stress of not understanding why prospects don't buy from you. You want to learn the proven effective strategy top companies use to sell in the most efficient way. Some of what I will cover today is one of the big mistakes business owners make when pitching their services or products, how to determine what's unique about your business so you stand out from your competition, what makes a message compelling enough to persuade prospects to open their wallets. Okay, so unfortunately, many business owners struggle who are unaware of what you're going to learn today, especially small and medium-sized businesses. I realized this when several business owners confided to me. They told me they were bewildered that they hadn't increased their sales even after spending a lot of money on marketing, from building new websites to hiring SEO experts. It's a familiar story that I've heard many times. It's so common, in fact, that I came across some cartoons that illustrate the situation in a humorous light, although it's not funny to the struggling business owners. Well, now we know what not to do. Maybe some of you have experienced that. Here's another illustration of that. We shall now commence throwing money at the problem. So to help the business owners who came to me for an answer, I asked them one question. Do you have a brand strategy? Each of them answered no. And in fact, they didn't know what a brand strategy is. I realized that was their problem, and I knew that I could help them. So I gave a presentation at the Manhattan Chamber of Commerce, and the business owners found it so helpful that they kept me on stage for an extra hour, asking me questions and wanting to learn more. This confirmed what I knew to be true. The information is essential for every business owner, and once they are exposed to it, they understand why it's true. That's why it became my mission to educate business owners about this critical business topic. That's why I'm here with you now. So let's get to it. Brand strategy, the strategy for maximizing sales. A brand strategy is a business's most important strategic and tactical tool. This proven methodology guides all successful marketing and sales activities. It not only helps you attract leads, it helps you attract the right leads and turn them into customers. It maximizes the chance of selling to people who are interested in buying a product or service like yours. How does it do this? It defines which segment of people are your ideal prospect and provides the information to craft a compelling message. This makes prospects feel that you are speaking to them. A brand strategy also provides information about the best places to communicate with them, or whether you call your customers, buyers, or clients. A brand strategy serves as a bridge to reach your ideal prospects. To take the mystery out of this, I'm going to take you behind the curtain to learn about an important document, a strategic brief. Advertising agencies refer to this as the creative brief because it's the information given to creative teams when they are assigned to create marketing campaigns. A creative team consists of a copywriter, someone like me, who writes the words used to market a product or service, and an art director who designs the visuals, whether it's a website, print ad, or any piece of collateral. This brief functions like a roadmap. It shows you the most direct, effective way to reach and sell your product or service. Smart, thriving companies spend tens of thousands of dollars or more developing a brief like this for every product or service they offer because they know the return on investment is immense. So what is on this document that's so critical for making sales? The strategic brief contains key questions and the answers to them. The answers provide insights about the people who are most likely to purchase your product, what's most important to them, the message you need to convey, and how to motivate them to buy, and much more. So let's take a look at some of the questions you find on this document. Who is the target audience? What do we want the target audience to believe? You may want the target audience to believe that you can make more money, you can save time, you can be more secure, you can have a more specific problem solved or have a pain point removed. The next question is, what's the primary message? The answer tells you what you need to communicate to your target market to motivate them to make a purchase. The next question is one I love to dig into. In my opinion, and what my career has demonstrated is, if you answer this well, it will catapult your branding. What is the product's unique selling proposition that differentiates it from its competition? It sounds complicated, but it simply means what is unique about the product or service. The following question is, what are the target audience's pain points? How can the product solve these problems? You may have a product or service that isn't about solving a prospect's pain point, rather it addresses something else. Perhaps it offers something that brings people pleasure, comfort, convenience, or enhanced self-esteem. Now we come to what provides the sense of urgency that will have the target market act now. And creating a sense of urgency transforms a prospect's apathy about buying a product or service to eagerness. They won't want to miss out on your offer. Here's another one. This is, you might have heard call to action or CTA. This question involves giving the prospect an instruction. What specific call to action do we want the target audience to take? To sell successfully, you must be very clear and tell people exactly what you want them to do. So you may give them a directive, such as call this phone number to learn more. Click here to order. Visit this website for more information. Fill out the form below to schedule a consultation. Now, those are some of the questions on the strategic brief. Okay, let's see. Now, most people would not be able to easily get to a destination they've never been to without a map or a GPS. Reaching and converting prospects is a lot more complex than simply driving somewhere. Well, a brand strategy is like having a state-of-the-art GPS on an unmarked road when you have somewhere important to go. A business has somewhere important to go every day on the road to sales. Why would any business waste time and money guessing how to get there when you can have a brand strategy? Well, The reason is that they're unaware about a brand strategy and how critical it is to the bottom line. In fact, many companies struggle not because they offer products or services that are inferior to their competitors. It's because they don't have an effective message, one based on the essential insights provided in a brand strategy. I'll give you an example of how I use these questions and answers to create a very successful campaign for a client. When I was a young copywriter at a large agency, I was given a strategic brief like this. That's all I was given. I had the opportunity to use the Rockettes as the celebrity spokespeople to sell pantyhose for the Hanes Corporation. One of the questions on the brief was, what is the primary message? The answer to that was, legs makes you look so good that you feel great. After considering the answer to that question, I came up with an idea and wrote a television commercial. People who are old enough to have seen it tell me that they remember it very well. The line I wrote is, we get a kick out of legs. And I wrote accompanying lyrics for a TV commercial that is a play on Cole Porter's song, I Get No Kick from Champagne. Well, as it turns out, the commercial won a top advertising award called a Clio and was written up in Advertising Age for being one of the best commercials of the year. This demonstrates the power of having a strategic brief for your business. And the sooner you have one, the less time, money, and effort you waste on trial and error attempts to market and sell what you offer. Well, now it's time to teach you about features and benefits. I always start by considering the features and benefits of a service or product. How do features and benefits convert prospects to clients? Each plays a unique part in promoting your product or service. How and when you talk about them is critical to your sales success. Do you know the difference between the two? Do you know when it's best to speak about each one to your prospects? Features are facts. They are characteristics of a product or what a product has or is. On the other hand, benefits offer results. They are outcomes or results that users experience by using your product or service. They're the reasons that prospects become customers and they solve problems. This is important to remember. Features do not entice prospects to buy. Benefits do. It's important to remember that benefits are the primary reasons prospects buy what you're selling. Business owners often don't realize that the benefits of using their products are not always immediately obvious to their prospects, and that's why you need to spell them out. Benefits, when they're relevant and clear, drive sales. Here's something else about benefits. They often have an emotional component. A benefit answers the question, what's in it for your prospects? Here's something else about benefits that you want to know. Benefits serve as triggers. They persuade prospects to purchase the product or service. They offer to solve the prospect's problems and help make their lives easier and better. Many business owners make the mistake of speaking only about features. However, feature-only marketing puts the burden of understanding on the prospect. It also leaves prospects to connect the dots between the features and benefits. And that makes prospects work to figure out how they will benefit from your product and will lead many of them to ignore your offer. If you're lucky enough to still have their attention, feature-only marketing runs the risk of the prospects drawing the wrong conclusions. So, should you bother with features at all in your communications? Well, features can add credibility and substance to your sales pitch, but only speak about features if your prospect is already interested in the benefits. So benefits are the primary reason prospects buy what you're selling. So you lead with benefits and you can follow up later with features. Benefits explain how your product or service improves their lives. Benefits sell the result, not the product. To translate features into benefits, answer the question, so what? So what does that feature do to improve my prospects' lives? So what does my product or service do to address a desire, need, or problem that's important to them? Compelling benefits connect to your customers' desires. They save time, reduce costs, make or save more money, become happier, healthier, more relaxed, more productive. To make your communications about benefits more compelling, speak about the transformation that your product or service offers. Turn your prospects' obstacles into opportunities. Can your product transform their struggles and challenges into a story with a happy ending? Benefits, this is an easy way to remember whether you should focus on features or benefits. Benefits benefit sales. So I hope you see that benefits are extremely important. Now, I want to give you a chance to check your understanding of what we just covered. So I'm going to give you a quick pop quiz. Imagine you're a salesperson at a home improvement store. A customer walks over to examine one of the more expensive doors on display. You say to him, these doors have strong hinges. Will he be moved to buy? Nope. Let's see. Well, he walks away. The sale's lost. Well, don't feel too badly. You now have another chance because a new customer has started looking at the same door. But this time you change your strategy and say, the hinges won't bend even when the door is slammed shut 1,000 times. How do you think this second customer will react? Do you think the outcome will be different? You could shake your head, nod, whatever. I'm not going to mark you and nobody else is, okay? So let's see. Will this second customer react better? Yes, because you conveyed a benefit that's meaningful to him. He happens to live with someone who slams doors a lot, especially when our customer watches sports. We all know people who scream and jump so much when they're watching their favorite team that the walls vibrate. Well, this was a very simple example to illustrate the relationship between features and benefits. You probably sell a service or product that's much more complex, so more consideration needs to go into determining your most meaningful benefit. I'm not going into more depth about this right now because I want you to learn about another extremely important question on the strategic brief, and this will really benefit you. I love working on this because it's what I call the secret sauce of branding, the unique selling proposition, how to stand out in the marketplace. It's often abbreviated by its acronym, USP. But what it is, it's what differentiates a product, service, or company from others in your category. When defined and implemented well, it enhances the perception of the product so that it's thought to be exceptional. Differentiating your product or service is one of the most crucial strategic endeavors your business needs to accomplish to thrive. Now, here's another cartoon that illustrates why having a unique selling proposition is important. We have a problem. It's called the competition. Many of your prospects probably have difficulty deciding which product or service in your industry to choose. There may be many options they have to evaluate before selecting the one they feel is worthy of their money. That can be time-consuming and daunting to people if what differentiates the products or services isn't clear. And people won't choose you unless you make it easy for them to understand why you are more worthy than your competitors. That's why you need a compelling USP. As a marketing writer, I've been developing unique selling propositions for products and services for decades, And I've seen how USPs enabled the brands I worked on to stand out from their competition and significantly increase sales. I'll give you a brief overview of this important branding principle now. The unique selling proposition focuses on one feature of the product that is distinctive from the competition and conveys meaningful benefits to your prospects. The USP is the reason that your product or service is different from and better than the competition. An effective USP promises a clearly communicated benefit to your prospects, something competitive products can't or don't offer, and a compelling reason to attract new customers. A USP may be defined by one of these: a unique benefit, a promise, a guarantee, superiority, a performance standard, such as better, faster, etc. To determine and define your USP, ask yourself, what do you have or can you offer that your competitors don't or can't? How are you better? What makes you extraordinary? What are your special skills? What makes your product better? I'm going to give you some insight on how I came up with a compelling USP for a client. Gym Source provides excellent high-end exercise equipment for people who want to work out in their home. Since many companies offer gym equipment, I needed to figure out how to differentiate them. I read everything I could and finally came across some information that stood out to me. I learned that celebrities, exceptional sports figures, US presidents, and other famous people purchased their equipment. I realized that few, if any, other companies could claim that they had a customer list as impressive as that. So I used that information to develop copy for a print ad. This is how I expressed it. From heads of state to stately models, from the Ivy Leagues to the major leagues, we equip everybody who's anybody. Now, that is a tagline. We equip everybody who's anybody. I was able to have some fun with it because we're not talking surgery here. And I'm having like a double entendre with everybody who's anybody. And that ran, and it was a successful print ad. So this is one of many unique selling propositions I've developed, which help boost sales of my clients' products and services. I want to ask you, have you learned something so far that has been helpful to you? I spoke about various aspects of features, benefits, and the unique selling proposition. Please write in the chat what you found helpful. It would be very helpful for me to learn that. Also, did you find anything that was talked about here helpful for your business? Will it clarify anything you were unsure about? I'd really appreciate your feedback. I'll give you a moment to write that in the chat. That's very good. Very, very good. Thank you. So we have like a lot here. It was helpful, need to figure out how to express, distinguish, distill this idea further. Sherry wrote, USP is something I really want to work on for my business. Karen, ask myself what's in it for the prospects. And Gary wrote, your legs example was a very compelling example of how to turn a product into a tangible benefit they will remember. Suzanne, considering different ways to express the USP. Judy, sense of urgency. Now, it's very interesting that Gary said your legs example was a very compelling example of how to turn a product into a tangible benefit they will remember. This is the reason. When I was working on Legs Pantyhose, it was a very, very popular brand, and it sold in a lot of chain stores. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very good pair of pantyhose at all. And it actually did not have something unique about it. It did not have anything compelling about it. I think the stockings ran a lot and they didn't really look good on your legs. So basically, somehow I figured out a way to make it sound compelling. So what I'm telling you is, even though you have a lot of competitors, I'm sure you have a lot of people that do similar things that you do, if you're in a service area or you have a product. I am telling you that you have something that can distinguish you. You just need to dig deep. Because if I was able to do that with a pair of pantyhose that wasn't even good quality, there is something you haven't uncovered yet. And should you ever need help, I'd be happy to help you. So now let's move on. What I covered today are a few of the vital branding factors that you need to define for your business to sell effectively and efficiently. Being able to identify your services or products' key branding factors, such as your unique selling proposition, most meaningful benefit, among several others that I didn't have time to cover today, are absolutely essential to create compelling messaging that maximizes sales. These factors are all included in a strategic brief, and there are about 10 to 12 of them, and I only touched on 2 today. So it's no surprise that business experts confirm that a brand strategy is a business's most important strategic and tactical tool. Now, there isn't enough time in this masterclass to cover all the factors in a brand strategy and give you in-depth guidance necessary to define these factors for your specific business. However, if you're interested in learning more, please say so in the chat. Just type yes now. And there is no obligation whatsoever. I just want to know if what you learned so far was helpful and you're interested in learning more. Good, good, good. We have some people that have an interest. That's really nice. That's really nice, because this is what I have become committed to teaching business owners about. I actually was a copywriter who knew how to use a brand strategy. And I had no intention of teaching business owners about brand strategy. It's only when I met some business owners several years ago who asked me, Faith, I wasted all this money on a new website and SEO. What do you think my problem is? And because of my background, I said, do you have a brand strategy? That's what set this all in motion. So it's very good to ask questions. All right. Well, I'm happy to hear that you're interested in it. I have some good news for you if you are. For the very first time, I'm offering something very special. And this is what it is. I spent 2 years creating a streamlined online branding course that will help you do just that, create a brand strategy. And the course is called Brand to Sell. I designed Brand to Sell so that even the busiest professionals can complete it quickly, easily, and painlessly. I launched it last year, and many business owners took the course and gave it wonderful reviews. The course consists of very short videos that I created where I guide you to create a brand strategy. and a customized, compelling sales message. It takes less than 2 hours to view all of the videos in the course. And since the average length of the videos is only 10 minutes, it's easy to fit watching them into your schedule. Now, getting these valuable insights for your business condensed into a short time frame is an added benefit that people who've taken the course really appreciate. They've said that they were surprised to get so much value in such a short amount of time. To give you extra guidance and support, I also include guides and frameworks along the way. And just recently, I decided to add a very valuable component to the course where I give you support in a live Zoom class. I've never done this before, but I want to do it now because I feel that it will give you the opportunity to get my direct feedback and help you tweak your brand strategy. So you'll have a professional who can help you look over what you have and correct it. The other thing that I think is really fun, it gives you the opportunity to be with classmates with whom you could interact and learn about how they optimize their sales. Being with your peers in this setting is very motivating. It also adds to the interaction and camaraderie that you have, and that makes working on your business more fun. So, what will you accomplish during the course? Well, you'll have a brand strategy, which, as I've shown you, is an invaluable tool that provides a roadmap for all your marketing and sales. You'll have an effective message to maximize your sales because it's based on insights about your prospects' needs, desires, as well as their ability and willingness to purchase. Now, how will you get to that point? There are 5 short, power-packed branding modules. In module 1, I give you an introduction and overview of brand strategy. In modules 2 and 3, I teach you how to define your most meaningful benefit and your unique selling proposition. In module 4, I show you how to determine your ideal prospects. Spoiler alert, your prospects may be different from whom you think they are. I also show you how to reach them. In module 5, you graduate as I stand by and applaud. I actually applaud in the video. By that point, you have all the answers you need for your strategic brief as well as a persuasive sales message. Now, you'll also find guides. The guides are printed documents that I provide that tell you how to answer the questions about your business in the frameworks. The frameworks, after you watch the videos in modules 2, 3, 4, and 5, you are asked to answer a few questions about your product or service. Those answers will become part of your business's brand strategy and will help you write a compelling message. Now, this is the bonus that I've never given before. And it's just an extra that I'm adding. There will be 3 live Zoom classes. They'll be offered where you can ask questions and have the answers on your frameworks reviewed. The classes will be recorded so you can watch the video if you can't attend. I also am giving you another bonus. I just wanted to give you everything I could possibly think of. A bonus marketing mastermind live Zoom class. After module 5 has been completed, you'll be invited to a marketing mastermind class where you can ask marketing and branding questions and get my professional feedback. So it takes the course that you took even further and could point you in certain directions. Now, the value of the premium live course. The modules, frameworks, and guides, and a business consultant told me that this is what I should charge, $997. The 3 live Zoom classes, $300. The marketing mastermind live class, $100, for a total of $1,397. But I want to make this so affordable for you. And I'm doing all I could. So this is what I am offering for you for today. All of that for a special promotion price of $397. This is a very valuable course with bonuses, and it's the lowest price I can offer. In fact, I'm never going to offer all of this at this price again. This is my introductory maiden voyage into it. And I really want you to become part of the class. It would be lovely to have you. So I'm just letting you know, in 3 days, this offer goes away. Well, I actually did think of one other thing I can do to make this offer irresistible. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I am. I am going to give you a money-back guarantee. I can't do better than that. If after you complete the course and can truthfully say that you didn't learn anything of value, you'll receive a refund. But you need to prove that you did the work by showing me your completed frameworks. Now, I don't think I could do anything more than that. I don't know anyone who offers so much for so little and even will give you a money-back guarantee. But this is totally up to you and no pressure. I'm happy that you're here regardless. But I wanted to show you how you can get $1,000 off on this if you decide you want to take the course. You go to brand2sell.com/offer. Robbie, could you put that in the chat? I put it earlier, but it might be hard because there's a lot of conversation in the chats. brand2sell.com/offer. So if you go there now or after the class, you'll see the course as it is being offered. And all you have to do is hit the button and you'll be taken to a payment page. It's going to say $13.97, but it says coupon code in it. You fill in live offer and $1,000 is going to be taken off. Okay? If you have any questions, you could always contact me. Now, I've gotten a lot of great testimonials from people who took the course without getting all these bonuses. And I'm not going to read it through now, but a lot of fine professionals have taken the course. And you could actually see all these testimonials on, if you just went to brand2sell.com, you could buy the course for $397 right now, but without all these bonuses. But if you want to, see what people have to say, you can do that right now. I'm not even going to read all this because you can read it, but I'll just read something. I was privileged to meet Faith and delighted to take Faith's incredible branding strategy program. Through this program, Faith generously shares her wisdom honed during many years of successful selling with brands and big marketing. It's crystal clear, no nonsense style is priceless for small business owners, entrepreneurs, and professional practitioners. The ways in which she delivers it, ways that recognize our various learning styles, gives the material and the program added punch. If you want to grow your business, you can't beat this brand strategy course as a great place to start. And I'll just read a sentence. I'm impressed with this powerful brand strategy course. Each module is presented in such a simple manner that I was fully immersed. I was consistently supported in the modules. I recommend it for everyone looking for a crash course in marketing and branding. And I was delighted to get this one because this lady, Monica, said this course was so much fun and extremely informative. I was hoping it would be fun, but it's not like you're going to a comedy club, although I do make a few jokes, but I was so happy that she wrote it was fun. She writes, although I've taken marketing courses before, Brand2Sell is one of the best because it's direct and easy to use formula. I love the simplicity, clear explanations, and detailed work. You really invested a lot of time, expertise, and energy into this. Having short modules is so important since we all have so much on our plate. Okay, so just to sum it up, the course is right for you if you're a business owner, you sell a product or a service, you don't have a brand strategy, and you want more effective sales messages. This is the course, and it's right for you if you'd like to confidently say no to the countless salespeople urging you to buy their spectacular lead generating apps, platforms, et cetera, et cetera. I am hounded day and night on LinkedIn and in my emails by people who say, I can get you leads. I can get you leads. We have this great automation system. Believe me, they don't know what your business is, and everyone and their brother and mother is selling them, and you don't know if it works, and you can lose so much money by doing this. The only way you can be sure that something will work is if you have a brand strategy, because a brand strategy comes before you do any marketing at all. So it doesn't even matter if you get leads. If your messaging isn't right, it falls on deaf ears. So here again, if you're interested, brandtosell.com/offer and use the premium code live offer. And feel free to contact me if you have any questions at Faith@True Identity Branding. Let me see. So, this morning, I got the loveliest email from Suzanne Schrapp. She said to me, Faith, is there going to be time or time for a testimonial? She said she wanted to give me a live testimonial, and Suzanne has hired me to write branding and marketing for her clients. She's the owner of a design firm. So let me see. Suzanne, can you unmute? Great.
Yes, so I just wanted to quickly say, so I've been working with Faith and I, we've been on the radar for many years, but last year we really started bonding over COVID. Like it started with another one-to-one where we reconnected, and she's been working and helping me with my clients, and it's just so amazingly wonderful. And I started taking her class, but then I got busy, and I'm going to finish it. But you know, it's like when you're the business owner, it's not always so easy. So instead, I just hired her, and my clients are really, really happy. And you know, I couldn't do as good a job, honestly. Like hiring the expert is, of course, always better. But you know, I did start the class. I'm more than halfway through, and it's very, very inspiring too. So that's what I wanted to say. And Faith is a dream to work with.
Wow. Thank you so much, Suzanne. I didn't twist her arm. She actually sent me an email today, and I almost didn't read my emails because I was so busy working on this presentation. So I'm really glad I had a moment to look at it, and I thank you so much for that, Suzanne.